Welcome to Mindful Healing. This is the place where we explore the deep truths of life, mindfulness, and philosophy together. If you're ready to stop living for other people's expectations and start living for yourself, then this video is for you. The truth is, we live in a world where everyone is constantly trying to influence us. Social media, family, friends, coworkers, everyone has an opinion about who you should be. And more often than not, we shape our lives based on external approval without even realizing it. But what if we could break free from that? What if we could find a way to stay grounded, unshaken, and deeply at peace with ourselves, no matter the noise around us? What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and total freedom is your own mind? That the power to live without fear, without seeking approval, and without being weighed down by judgment has always been within you? Would you believe it? For thousands of years, Buddhist wisdom has revealed the path to this level of emotional freedom. And today, we're going to dive into 10 life-changing Buddhist lessons that will help you rise above external opinions, silence self-doubt, and reclaim your personal power. Lesson 1. True happiness comes from within. We often believe that once we achieve something, a high-paying job, a fulfilling relationship, or a dream position, we will finally be happy. But in reality, the satisfaction from these things is fleeting. As soon as we attain one goal, we crave something more. This endless desire is what keeps us from ever feeling truly fulfilled. For example, some people think that wealth will bring them happiness, but once they become rich, they start fearing loss, worrying more, or comparing themselves to those who have even more. Others seek love to fill an inner void, but if they don't first love themselves, they become easily hurt when their expectations aren't met. True happiness doesn't come from what we have, it comes from how we perceive life. When you learn to appreciate what you already have, when you can fully embrace the present moment without needing anything else, that is when you experience genuine happiness. How to find happiness within. Practice gratitude. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you have. A deep breath, a delicious meal, a good friend. These seemingly small things are actually the foundation of happiness. Stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their own unique journey. Live in the present. When you go for a walk, feel the cool breeze, listen to the birds chirping. Life becomes more meaningful when you truly immerse yourself in it. When you realize that you don't need anything outside of yourself to be happy, you have found true freedom. Lesson 2. Embrace solitude and your inner strength. The Buddha once said, meditate, live purely, be silent, do your work with mastery. In today's fast-paced world, most people fear silence and solitude. There are two concepts that are often confused, loneliness and being alone. Loneliness is an emotional state where you feel disconnected, abandoned, or misunderstood. On the other hand, being alone is not a negative thing. It is a choice, a sacred space where you return to yourself, explore who you truly are, and grow without external influences. The Buddha's teachings are not just philosophy. They are a key to using solitude as a tool to develop wisdom and inner strength. When we spend time alone, we have the opportunity to reflect, to listen to our thoughts and emotions with clarity. This is the moment when we truly understand what makes us happy, what causes us pain, and how we can make better decisions in life. Instead of fearing loneliness, we can actively embrace solitude as a way to grow. Here are some ways to harness the power of stillness. 1. Practice meditation. Sit quietly and observe your thoughts without judgment. You'll notice that your worries slowly fade and your mind becomes clearer. 2. Keep a journal. Writing down your thoughts and feelings each day can help you recognize what truly matters to you. 3. Spend time in nature. Go for a walk, listen to the wind, feel the sun on your skin. Nature has a way of grounding and healing us. 4. Do what you love. Read, paint, play music, or engage in any activity that brings you joy without needing anyone else. When you can truly enjoy these moments alone, you will realize that you don't need others to feel happy. You are already complete within yourself. Lesson 3. Stop seeking approval from others. Have you ever done something just to be recognized, to receive a compliment, or to get a nod of approval, only to feel empty afterward? If so, you're not alone. Most of us have fallen into the trap of seeking validation at some point in our lives. This is one of the biggest traps in life because when you place your happiness in the hands of others, you lose control over your own life. But the Buddha taught, you, just like anyone else in this world, deserve love and respect from yourself. Why do we crave approval? From a young age, we're taught that pleasing others equals love and acceptance. When you get good grades, your parents praise you. When you behave well, your teachers favor you. When you follow what society considers right, you get recognition. Over time, we start believing that external approval defines our self-worth. But the truth is, if you always rely on others to feel valuable, you will never truly be free. Your happiness will depend on compliments, on other people's opinions, and you'll never feel truly fulfilled without external validation. Letting go of the need for approval, the first step to freedom. To be truly happy, you must accept yourself first. When you love yourself, you no longer need others to confirm your worth. But how do you achieve that? 1. Remind yourself that you are already enough. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, I am enough just as I am. Say it with conviction, because the truth is, you don't need to be anyone else to be worthy of love and respect. 2. Write down what you love about yourself. It could be your patience, your kindness, your honesty, or even your warm smile. At first, this might feel difficult, but over time, you'll realize that you have so much value without needing anyone to validate it. 3. When you worry about others' opinions, ask yourself, does their opinion really matter? Am I losing myself just to please others? Am I sacrificing my happiness for someone else? Remember, others have the right to their opinions, but you also have the right not to let those opinions define you. Lesson 4. Rejection is not failure, but a new direction. Most of us tend to see rejection as failure, as proof that we're not good enough. When we experience rejection, we feel hurt, lose confidence, and even start doubting ourselves. But if we look at it from a different perspective, rejection can actually be a gift. Think about the times you've been rejected in the past. Maybe you didn't get the job you wanted, maybe someone you loved didn't feel the same way, or maybe a plan you were excited about didn't work out. But after some time, did you realize that those very moments of rejection actually led you to a better opportunity, a more deserving person, or a stronger version of yourself? As the Buddha once said, in the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. When we learn to let go of what is not meant for us, we feel lighter, freer, and open to receiving better things in life. How to handle rejection with ease? 1. See rejection as a lesson. Instead of blaming yourself, ask, what can I learn from this? Maybe it's teaching you patience, resilience, or helping you recognize what truly aligns with you. 2. Don't let rejection define your worth. Rejection does not mean you're not good enough or unworthy. It simply means that something wasn't the right fit for you at this moment. 3. Trust your own path. Every rejection is part of a greater plan. Sometimes we need to lose something to make room for something better. Trust the journey. 4. Practice letting go. When you cling to something that isn't meant for you, you only create suffering for yourself. Let go by reminding yourself, if it's truly meant for me, it will stay. If not, something better is on its way. Lesson 5. Let go of the fear of judgment. The Buddha once said, do not look for faults in others, look at your own actions. This teaching reminds us that instead of worrying about criticism, we should focus on ourselves. Other people's opinions do not define you, only you define yourself. The fear of judgment is deeply rooted in human psychology. From a young age, we are taught that in order to be loved and accepted, we must please others. If we do things right, we get praised. If we do things wrong, we are criticized. Over time, we develop the belief that our happiness depends on what others think of us. But the truth is, you can never please everyone. People judge you not because you're not good enough, but because they see you through their own perspective. So why let those opinions control your life? How to let go of the fear of judgment. 1. Realize that people don't think about you as much as you think they do. The truth is, everyone is too busy with their own lives. They might talk about you for a moment, but then they'll move on. Remind yourself, most people are too focused on themselves to truly judge me. 2. Learn to differentiate constructive feedback from meaningless criticism. Not all criticism is bad. If someone gives you genuine advice, listen and use it to improve yourself. But if it's just baseless negativity, let it go. 3. Focus on your values and your own path. When you are clear about what you're doing and why you're doing it, external opinions lose their power over you. 4. Remind yourself, you don't need anyone's approval to live authentically. No one else is living your life for you. So don't let their words control your decisions or your happiness. Don't let the fear of judgment hold you back. When you live authentically, you attract people who love you for who you truly are, not for the image you try to maintain. Remember, when you let go of the fear of judgment, you become truly free. Imagine this. You're standing on top of a mountain, feeling the wind brush against your skin. Below you, the world is still noisy. People are arguing, opinions are clashing, expectations are being placed on one another. But up here, none of that touches you. You are simply free. This is the kind of freedom that Buddhist wisdom offers. Not the freedom to control everything around you, but the freedom to not be controlled by anything outside of you. When you let go of the need for validation, you reclaim your power. When you stop fearing rejection, you become unstoppable. And when you embrace solitude, you realize that you were never truly alone, because the most important relationship in your life is the one you have with yourself. And as promised, here's my special insight. Practice radical self-acceptance. The moment you stop resisting who you truly are and start embracing every part of yourself, the good, the imperfect, and the ever-evolving, you will experience a level of peace that no external force can shake. Because the truth is, you have always been enough. If today's video resonated with you, let's keep this journey going. Like this video if you found it helpful. Comment below which lesson spoke to you the most. Subscribe to Mindful Healing for more deep insights on mindfulness, Buddhism, and personal growth. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing yourself today. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay mindful, stay true to yourself, and always honor who you are.